Well, day two today. I'm excited to see our kids again. They're in the weight room now. We met this morning and we talked about some of the good things we did and some of the things that are, after day one, we're far enough along with our program. We're concerned, but I had to try to pull back the reins a little bit on my staff and go, hey, it's only day one. We're going to be okay. But, we just have such high expectations for this group. It's a veteran group. Even though we only have one senior, it's a veteran team with 10 returners back, so to speak. So, certainly had a good night last night. Excited about the athleticism this team possesses, the speed that we possess. We've got kids that can shoot the ball a little bit. So, I'm anxious to see them today, see how they bounce back. We had about a 2-hour and 45-minute workout last night, and I'm anxious to see how they respond.
Can you talk about Kayla's off-season and maybe the strength that she's put on, the improvement with her shooting, and how that factors into the mix for the season?
Well, I need her to factor into the mix. She's got a really good mid-range jump shot. She elevates. She's got that high release, and so I need Kayla to help us. I need her to be able to give us some really good minutes at the two. She's athletic, long, quick, can guard, defend. She knows the importance of guarding and defending. So, and she's a great teammate. So, I need her to be in the mix. And, everything I've seen, she's going to have that opportunity.
How much is it confidence with her?
I think last year she probably stumbled a little bit with her confidence. Hey, confidence is all about your skill set. If you've got a good skill set, you usually have confidence. So I think she ought to feel good about where she is right now. I certainly do as a head coach. So, and I think she knows that. I've got a lot of confidence in Kayla, and she certainly has looked good in off-season workouts, and last night she looked good.
I'm sorry, but depth is like night and day from when you first got here. Probably, but do you think you have the type of team now that can withstand foul trouble and just open up for no injuries? Do you think you're in a good place there?
I do think we're in a good spot. I mean, we've got 14 players, and I think they all bring something to the table. Certainly, we've got some youth that has to prove itself. And by the way, you're proving it, at the highest level. What is AAA baseball? So you're asking these kids to go from high school to AAA baseball. That's what I always refer to the SEC, because the next step after this, Major League, it's the WNBA. So, I mean, we're going against the best players in the country every night. We go against the best coaches, Hall of Fame coaches. So, but that being said, I do think, we have good depth. Two guards a great example with Victoria, Kayla, and Blair. I think they all bring something. Blair made a lot of shots last night as well. And so I think we're in a good place there right now. Depth-wise, you've got 6'7", 6'5", 6'3" at the 5. We've got 4 players. That's why I'm trying to, I'm trying to give Bree some reps at the 3, because we really are a little thin at 3 with just Dom. And we've had to play some 2 guards over there. So I do think we're good depth-wise.
On that note, you mentioned the expectations, and we talked to Brianna a minute ago, and she's saying disappointed that we didn't make it farther last year, but that's sort of the goal this year. What are the expectations you'll talk about?
Well, I said it last night. Our expectation is to get better every day. That's all we're talking about. We're certainly flattered by what other people think of us and think of our program. It's certainly, and I think it's well deserved from our player standpoint. Those kids work awfully hard. But for us, what we talk about in the hump, on the floor, in the mize, in our locker room, we want to get better every day. And that's it. I mean, that's our challenge. That's our goal. We just want to get better every day. If we get better every day, come March, we're going to be in a good place.
Does this team have a different feel to it, knowing that all these kids that have only played under your coaching staff and they've kind of adapted to your program?
Well, it certainly does from that regard. I don't think I look at it so much that way. That is a true statement, though. The team has a different feel for me in that I think, a little bit we've been under the radar the 3 years I've been here, and those days are over. And so now are we going to be able to embrace all these expectations out there that people have of us think we should have or whatever. And that's the challenge. I mean, this is a bubble that I've lived in. Johnny Harris has lived in. Coach Lovato's lived in. Deanna. You can go down the list. Everybody in my office. There's 9 Final Four rings and 7 national championship rings up and down that hallway. We lived in that bubble. We know what that's like. Do these players know what it's like? Not yet. So that's our job as coaches, is to convey that and provide that environment and make them comfortable in that environment. And I think that's our challenge right now.
With as many returners as you said, how do you go about working in those freshmen into the rotation and whatnot?
Well, I think the good news is you don't have to rush them. You know, I think we've got enough players coming back where there's going to be some patience allowed, where you're not throwing those kids into the fire, so to speak, and they can learn the system and be able to function in it. You know, it's really hard at this level to be successful at 18 years of age. It's just difficult. Now, people can do it, and let me tell you, we recruited these kids. You know, they've all got backgrounds that show that they should be able to provide us some assistance their freshman year. Quite frankly, I need. You know, we're going to need Jazz to help us at point, and heck, she's shooting the ball as good as anybody on the team right now, so she can flip to the 2, and it's always good to have a great combo. So, you know, Jasmine Holmes, I need her to be able to function, and I think she's going to be able to. You know, Tiara McCowan, she's 6'7". She's got a tremendous pro frame. I need her to function for us and provide us some you know, she's got to play for us. I think that's a safe thing to say. If I get to move Sharice to some 4 because of her athleticism and her ability to rebound and be active, I'm going to need her to be able to play with Chinway. And so we've got some options there. Zion can run the floor. She's got good hands. I don't have to rush her so much. I've got a lot of time for her. So, but hey, you know, there's days I walk out of the gym going, well, she was the best looking 5 player we had today. So you just don't know. It's only day 2. But I do think we're provided a little patience with those kids.
In wanting the freshmen to play, obviously they'll probably be taking some playing time from someone else. How did the way that the seniors handled that last year? You know, Kendra and Jerica both had some playing time cut. Do you think that helps with the younger players in showing how they handled themselves last year?
I think that we have a competitive group, but I think at the end of the day, I have 15 players that want to win. And so I think they're competitive. I think they all want to play, and that's what you want. But at the end of the day, I think they understand if somebody's playing better than they are or somebody is playing better than their friend, that's who's going to play. And that's who we need to play if we're going to win. And so I like our chemistry. I like our team. I think we've got quality young people, high character people. So, you know, I'm excited about this group for sure.
Victoria received a lot of attention last year, rightfully so, but what areas of her game have you seen her improve this year?
Well, you know, she's obviously a year older. She went to USA trials, didn't make it. You know, you hope somebody that doesn't make it comes back hungrier and more focused. And so, you know, we've worked hard in the offseason on her ball handling. I think that's an area, her left hand in particular, that needed work, and I think she got better there. Her challenge is going to be to, you know, I think one coach in the league called her a volume shooter. I'm not sure that's a compliment. I think her challenge is going to be a good shooter and understand what a good shot is and maybe what a not so good shot is. But y'all have all seen it. She's taken some shots you think that's not a good shot, and it goes in. And so I think you've got to, you know, I think the challenge for her is, can we go from a 36% shooter to a 42%? That's all I want her to do. Go from 36 to 42, and, you know, I don't want her scoring average to diminish, but I need her to be and then I think the other thing she needed to work on, and hopefully she's going to be better, and it's hard to do in an individual workout, is she's got to be a better defender for us. So, and I think she learned that at USA. You know, the report I got back from those coaches were, you know what, she can defend when she wants to. So now that I know that there is a day when she wants to, I'll make sure that we have more of those days than not.
Brianna mentioned about Jazz. She says that she thinks she's going to help the team more than Jazz thinks she is. How much is confidence a part of her and kind of learning that, you know, it's not the end of the world if I make a mistake or come to zero?
Hey, we got, you know, a couple kids that they're really hard on themselves. They're real demanding. And of course, I like that. But I think at the same time, you got to be that duck on the water sometimes, you know, and let that bead of water drain off the back of your feathers and realize there's another play coming. Let's don't let one play turn into two bad plays. And so I do think with Jazz, she wants to please. She's a fierce competitor. And, you know, I think that comes from her family. Mom and dad, both athletes, played here at State. She's here, you know, living the dream, and I'm so excited that she's here. And so that being said, I need she's going to have to learn, number one, if she's playing the point, we don't turn it over. Hey, don't worry, Morgan's going to have to learn the value of the ball too. But then two, if in fact that does happen, hey, get that play over with. Let's go to the next play and not have it carry over into two bad ones.
Kayla's actually doing really, really good. Like you said, she's gotten strong in the weight room, but like actually her confidence on the court is a lot better. She's knocking down a lot more open shots, and it's like sometimes people might not have seen her as a threat, but like she's an actual true threat now. And like her jumper, like I don't know, she's doing really, really good. She's got to keep it up.
How do you think that could possibly help you guys this season?
It'll actually help us a lot because like if whenever Dom and Tori might need a sub, and then her and Blair might come in, she's gonna be able to knock down shots and just keep the pace going. It's not gonna things gonna change. It's gonna keep going.
We talk about versatility of fours and fives because Coach said he liked to play people at both positions. Just talk about how that's working out. And have you already, even with one practice, have you seen the kind of moving in that direction more?
Yes. I think we have like a lot of depth, like you said. So it's gonna be different. I think it's gonna be a lot more combinations this year because like he could put me and Chinwei, me and T, Katera and T. Like it's so many options now, and it's just like it's just a lot. I don't know. It's just like you said, it'll be a lot of versatile. So it's just more than one option. So maybe one game I'm not being able to do this. Tiki come off the bench, Katera come off the bench, and possibly do something that I'm not doing. So it's just a lot of options, and it's good for us.
You talk about that depth. You know, I know a lot of it started when your class came in, but every year there's just more and more talent coming in. How different does the team look now, depth and talent-wise, maybe compared to when you got here?
It's a lot better. I know when I got here, it's a lot better. Like you said, it's just more than one option at each position. So when somebody comes out, it's like we can do 5 and 5 if we need to. So and we weren't able to do that a couple of years ago. So just having talented players coming in every position is just a lot better for us.
We don't let talent on the court with sort of that breakout year last year for the team. What are sort of the expectations this year? What are you guys shooting for?
A lot further than the NCAA tournament. I feel like we missed our opportunity last year because I feel like we had a great way to get to the Final Four, national tournament, and everything like that. So I think just coming in, we know we have to put in the same amount of work that we did last year, and not really look at numbers. So like numbers in front of our name, we can't really look at that. We just got to come in every day, work hard, and let the work speak for itself. We're all good.
For point guard position, obviously Morgan is captain, and ideally she's going to take a lot of the minutes. But what have you seen in the workouts from Jasmine and how, as a freshman, maybe she'll be counted out and expected to play some key minutes?
She has. I mean, she's a good player. She's actually going to be able to help us more than what she thinks she is, because she's got a lot to learn, but you can still see it's there. So it's just like she has to come in, work hard every day, learn from Morgan, and just be ready to step up when her time is called.
She needs to kind of develop a little bit more confidence, to know, like that her teammates believe in her.
That's all she. It's just once she gets out there, I think she'll be fine. It's just she just got to get over those first jitters and everything like that.
Coach noticed that you weren't particularly pleased with your sophomore year, but he was. I mean, he thought you did fine. But just talk about what you feel like you need to improve on going into your junior year.
I worked on ball handling a lot this summer. So ball handling, being able to knock down open shots. Like I just feel like I wasn't consistent like I was supposed to be, and I just think if I come out, have a better year, and just score and be more consistent, we'll have an even better year than last year.